Before I start, I want to give all honors and glories and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Yahweh Kakodash, Yahweh, which is the one and only true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, but his one true name is Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, because those are the men who I've learned this truth from through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect, and shalom to you, sincere brothers scattered abroad, pushing forth this word in truth and sincerity. I am the brother Mashiach Arazakah from the servants of Yahweh Yahweh Shai Camp, Las Vegas, Nevada branch. And pretty much this is just a quick response to an individual. He asked me a question on one of my lessons that I did a while back, and it was, does the girl have to be a virgin for her to be your wife? And the answer to that is yes. According to the Bible, according to the scriptures, all right, the only way a woman can be your wife is if she is a virgin. Now, again, in this society that we live in today, they say that you can, go to a chapel church, put a ring on, get on one knee, go to the chapel church and get married and get a marriage certificate. But according to the Bible, in the ancient world, according to the Bible, the true way of marriage, in other words, I'll say it like this: the true way of marriage is, yes, she has to be a virgin. Sex is marriage according to the Bible. So in the ancient world, we will have a woman that is a virgin. So what you would do in the ancient world is, when you would get married, the actual true way of marriage is you having a woman that's a virgin, lying with her, right? And after you would lie with her, you will basically when you lie with a woman that's a virgin, you'll basically pop their cherry, in other ways as you call it. And though the blood that's on those sheets, you would take it to the Levitical priest, and he would announce that you're married. That's the true way of marriage according to the scriptures. It's not putting a ring on someone's finger. That stuff goes back to ancient Egypt. That's not an Israelite custom, and that's not in the scriptures. Marriage, according to the Bible, is sex. So to answer that, we're going to get some precepts out, you know, to answer this individual's question. All right. It says, does the girl have to be a virgin for her to be your wife? And let's answer that. Yes, that is correct. All right. This is Deuteronomy 22 and 28. It says, if a man find a damsel that is a virgin, right? And a damsel is what? What is a damsel? A damsel is a young woman.
Damsel.
A young unmarried woman. All right. That's what a damsel is. A young woman. All right. That's what a damsel is. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, and a virgin is a woman that has not had sex. That's why I said a damsel. I said a young unmarried woman, because she's a virgin. She never lied with anyone. All right. It says, if a man find a damsel that is a virgin, right, which is not betrothed, and that word betrothed, it means to be engaged. And we're going to. Right. So there you go. It didn't let me speak, but it's someone that is engaged. That's what betrothed is. So it says, which is not betrothed, meaning engaged. She doesn't belong to anyone. It says, and lie hold on her, right? Lie hold on her, right? So they basically took this woman, right, and lie with her. They had sex with her, and they be found, right? They be found. So again, if you had a woman that was a virgin and you lied with her and had sex with her and you popped her cherry, you would give the blood that's on the sheets. You would take the blood that's on that sheet, the stains of the blood that's on the sheets, and you would give it to the Levitical priest, and that's how you would be married. Letting everyone know this is your woman, that is your wife. So sex is marriage according to the scriptures. Now, in today's society, if you get with a woman and she's not a virgin and you lie with her, according to the Bible, you are committing adultery, even if she doesn't have a man, because she lost her virginity to a man before you. So according to the Bible, that is considered adultery. But this is why we have grace, because you're not going to be able to find a woman that's a virgin in this society. All right. See, this is the way how the so-called white man has set up everything. Everything is backwards here. But again, if you had a woman and she didn't belong to anyone, all right, and she was a virgin and you lied with her, and she was a virgin, she is considered your wife. But in today's society, it's all different. Marriage, you want to get married, you go to the courthouse and get a marriage certificate, announce your marriage, be married that way, do it all that. She got the ring, the engagement ring, the marriage ring, you're married. But that's not in the Bible. The true way of marriage is sex. And the only way a woman can be your wife is, again, she would have to be a virgin. So to answer that question, yes, she would have to be a virgin for her to be your wife. If you have a woman right now that's not a virgin and she already lost her virginity to somebody else, you're actually committing adultery according to the scriptures, because that woman already lost her virginity to someone else according to the Bible. But this is why we have grace. Don't get over righteous and leave your woman, man. If you have a woman and she's already then lost her virginity to someone else before you got with her, hey, the Lord has mercy on that, because again, we're not, number one, we're not in our own homeland. Number two, we're in a society oppressed by these 17 heathen nations. So our women are already sleeping with people. The women, these so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indian women, they already slept around with people. These women, they're losing their virginity when they were like 12, 13, 14 years old. So by the time you get with a woman in this society, she already been ran through between 8 to 10 different dudes. All right. But according to the scriptures, the woman, the only way she can be your wife is if she's a virgin. She ain't never been touched, according to the Bible. So, but again, this is why we have grace. Because again, the women that we have, they already done lost their virginity with someone else who they already been with in the past. Now, you got some brothers that, may have got a woman that was a virgin and lied with her and did all that, popped her cherry and all that, and she's your wife. You're lucky. But for a majority of us, man, there's nothing you can do about that. You know what I mean? If you got a woman, you find the Lord set you up with a woman, and she already has kids already, with some other guy, and they're not together anymore, but you wind up being with that woman, all right? Hey, the Lord knows, But according to the scriptures, if you really want to know, you're actually committing adultery, because she already has a man and she lost her virginity to that man. So according to the Bible, you're committing adultery. All of us is committing adultery, but this is why we have grace, because we're not, number one, we're not in our own homeland. We're in captivity. All right, we're not in Israel today. We're in this place called America. We're scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. We're in captivity. So the Lord has mercy on us. That's how it works. That's how it is. But according to the Bible, yes, the only way a woman can be your wife, your true wife, the correct way, is if she was a virgin. So if you got a woman that's not a virgin, you got with her and she wasn't a virgin, hey, the Lord have mercy on that, man. Because we're not in Israel today. We're in this place called America. We're scattered abroad, right? So this is why in the kingdom, Lord willing, if we're the elect, Lord willing, we're gonna have women that's gonna be virgins, and we're gonna be able to sleep with many women, and we're gonna have many women. You're not just gonna have one woman in the kingdom. You're gonna have many women, and this is a subject I try not to talk about a lot, because it offends women and it bugs them out. But they can't, they can't get upset about that. That's how the Lord set it up. I try to stay away from these subjects because it bugs women out. It bugs them out. Deuteronomy 22 and 29. And if you a man that don't agree with that, then obviously something wrong with your manhood, because according to the scriptures, we are allowed to have more than one woman. In this society, Esau teaches you to have one woman. But in the kingdom, that's a whole nother topic. We're going to have more than one woman. All right. But this is to mainly ask the question that he asked. So verse 29. So remember, he lied, the man, the Jake man lied with that woman, and she was a virgin, right? And they be found, right? Verse 29. Then the man that lied with her, see, he lied with her. Remember, he slept with that damsel, that young unmarried woman, right? That virgin woman, right? It says, then the man that lied with her shall give unto the damsel's father. So he lied with the damsel, so now he has to pay the damsel's father money. That's how it was in the ancient world. It says, he shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver. So he would pay the damsel's father, the virgin woman's father, money for sleeping with his daughter, because now his daughter is his wife. All right, now that Jake man He's the husband to his daughter. So now he has to pay the father money because he slept with his daughter. He took his daughter as his wife. It says, and she shall be his wife. See, so now she's his wife. He slept. He took the damsel. He found the damsel. He took the damsel. He lied with her, right? He took her virginity. In other words, right? He took her blood stains that's on the sheets, and took them to the Levitical priest. All right, and that's how they announced their marriage and paid the father money. He paid the father money for sleeping with his daughter. That's how it is according to the scriptures. So yes, the only way, the true way of marriage for a woman to be your wife is if she was a virgin. That's not going to happen in today's society. It's whole totally different. All right. It says, and she shall be his wife because he have humbled her. See, he had humbled her. He found her. He humbled her. He lie hold on her. He had sex with her. She became his wife. He paid the father money. Right. It says he may not put her away all his days. So according to the Bible, once you sleep with a woman that was a virgin and you took her virginity, right? She's your wife and you can't get rid of her. The only way you'll be able to get rid of her though is if she committed adultery. Like today, there would be a lot of a bill of divorcements going on according to the scriptures, because you have a lot of women that's committing adultery, and they would be put to death for that too. If we was in an ancient world, they would be put to death for doing that, for committing adultery. A lot of these women would be put to death for that. But see, we're not in the land of Israel today. We're in, the modern day time now where everything is backwards now. You can go to the courthouse and get a divorce. You can go to the courthouse and get a marriage, you put a ring on, you be engaged, you put a ring on. But that's not the true way of marriage according to the Bible. All right, so let's read this again. Let's read this question again for this guy, for this brother. It says, does the girl have to be a virgin for her to be your wife? And yes, she does. According to Leviticus 22:18 to 29, yes, she will have to be a virgin to be your wife. But again, we're not in the ancient world today. All right, we're in the modern day times. So it's different now because number one, we're in captivity to these 17 heathen nations. They have their own laws and regulations. And the majority of these women, they're not virgins. A lot of them is losing their virginity at age 12, 13, 14, 15. So by the time you even get with a woman, I'm talking about actually getting married or trying to settle down with a woman, she already been with 7 dudes already, 10 dudes already. Some of these women already been with over 200 men. So, and they're not ashamed about it. You got a lot of women. There's one woman, I think, on a video that I seen of the elders and Apostle Great Millstone. This woman says she been with over 2,000 men. She can't even remember. She can't even remember how many people You got some women that can't even remember how many men they've been with. That's bad, But when we talk about shit like this, it bugs women out. It gets them irritated. They get offended under their skin. But it's the truth. You're not supposed to not be able to remember how many people you've been with. That's bad, man. If you can't remember how many people you've been with, you are a Jezebel. You are a wicked. All right. Now, don't get me wrong. You got a lot of women that have came to the truth and they have repented. All right. They're virgin spiritually now because they repented. They came out of those ways, because you got women that came into the truth now. So they repented from those ways and they are a virgin spiritually because they repented. They came out of that and repented. But a lot of these women in society, man, they can't even remember how many men they've been with. If you ask them what's your body count? What's your body count? A lot of these women don't even remember. Some women will say 50. Some of these women will say 100. Some women will be so ashamed they wouldn't even tell nobody. But majority of these women, they're not ashamed. I've been with over 2,000 men. I can't, or they say I can't even. I don't even know. I've been with so many people I don't even know. That's bad. But yeah, to answer that question, read again. Does the girl have to be a virgin for her to be your wife? And the answer is yes. She will have to be a virgin to be your wife according to the Bible, according to the scriptures. All right. Now, in this society today, the answer would be for that is no, because you would have to go to the courthouse. You can go to the courthouse and all that. But according to the scriptures of the way of the Lord, how the Lord established everything, yes, a woman would have to be a virgin to be your wife. So Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. I try not to be too detailed into this topic because it bugs a lot of people out. People start bugging out and shit. So, I try to, answer it as simple as I can. I pray that I edified you through the Spirit. But yes, The only way a woman can be the true way of marriage, the only way a woman can actually be your wife is if she was a virgin. But again, if you have a woman that's not a virgin, you got with her, she's already she's not a virgin, she already lost her virginity, she has kids already, but she's not with her man. According to the Bible, you're committing adultery. But this is why you have grace. Because you're not going to be able to get a woman that's a virgin. That's not going to happen. Now, I'm not saying it can't happen, because it might happen. You got, not all these women are not virgins. You got, some women out here, it's rarely though, but you got some women out here that have not been with a man and they like 25, 26, 27, 28 years old. Some of these women are 30 years old and ain't ever been with a man. So, just, bringing that out, I'm not saying it can't happen, because it can, but 96% of these women are not virgins. A lot of them lost their virginity when they were 12, 13, 14, 15 years old. All right, so, hey, Lord wants us that's edifying again. Don't get too deep in this conversation, don't be over righteous with it, don't be like, well, I got to get rid of my woman now because she's not a virgin, and if you with a woman and she already has kids already, all right, and it would, you got with this woman, she already been with somebody else and had kids already and all that, the Lord is going to have mercy on that. Number one, you're in captivity. All right, the Lord's going to have mercy on that. You get a woman that the Lord send your way, hey, she's not a virgin, hey, all you got to do is, the Lord's going to have mercy on that, man. Because again, in this society today, it's going to be hard to find a woman that's a virgin. It's not going to happen, man. These women, they got all these dating sites and shit to have couples. And this wasn't like that in the ancient world. You just basically just see a woman you want. There was no talking to her or getting her number. You just grab a woman that you want. You, in the ancient world, grab that woman, lie with her, and she became your wife. That's how it was in the ancient world. Today, everything is done weirdly. Hey, what's your name? My name is this. Shaking their hand, getting hugs, getting phone numbers, talking, dating. It wasn't like that in the ancient world. You just see a woman you want, grab hold of that woman, have sex with that woman, you know. But it would be things done in order though, because you have ways too, where the woman would tell you she has a husband or not, and if she had a husband, you was not allowed to touch her. But if you had a woman there was a woman there and she was a virgin and she didn't belong to nobody, that man would lie hold of that woman. He would just lie hold on her. There was no talking. You grab her, lie hold her, have sex, and pay the father money for his daughter. That's how it was in the ancient world. Everything was different from then to now. So to answer that question, yes, your wife, to have a wife, according to the scriptures, the true way of marriage under the Lord, your woman will have to be a virgin. So, Lord willing, that's edifying. Next time I said, Shalom.